So I just dropped my daughter off at her dad's for the first time since I've technically moved out, and it was really emotional, not because I didn't want to leave her, I love having the break, but because when we got there she was like, I don't want to be here, Mommy, I want to go to our new house with you. She just turned 3 and I know that she's so confused.
Now I feel like 80% of the time she's unhappy, and it's because she misses him and she tells me. So I'm just over here, and I want to enjoy these years because I know that they're gonna go so fast, but I'm not enjoying it right now. I'm so miserable.
So I woke up and I turned on worship music and I let myself cry because grieving is really, really important, and crying is really, really a healthy way to grieve anything in your life. And one thing I want to point out when I'm crying and grieving is that I picture that I'm not alone and I picture someone with me. It's actually really, really healing, no matter who you are, to picture someone with you while you're crying, because most of us believe we're alone.
Welcome back. Before we dive in, take a look at how this story begins. Just 1 week after the breakup, she was already making new plans, organizing outings, and presenting a confident, upbeat image online. While many people spend that time processing a major life change, she appeared ready to move forward immediately. She also works as a relationship coach, helping others navigate emotions and personal growth. That detail becomes important as her own journey unfolds. Today, we'll follow her timeline from that confident beginning to the very different reality she later shared. Same person, same camera, but a completely different chapter.
My first day as a single mom, I slept right through my alarm and I was late picking up my daughter. I picked her up like this, and so on the way home we stopped by Starbucks, but the line was super long, so we had to go inside, and this is her first cake pop that she's ever had. She really, really loved it. And then we went home and we made some breakfast and just had some downtime, cleaned up the apartment a little bit. Then we ran some errands, one being going to Costco, and then I took her to the park because she was so good and needed some playtime. I will say, as much as I just was enjoying my new life and my apartment, I definitely had moments today where I felt really sad and just taking in all of the change. I know this season is going to go so fast, so I'm enjoying it. We got caught in the rain, so I made Zara her first hot chocolate bath. She was super obsessed. I got a beautiful bouquet of flowers delivered to my house, which was such a sweet surprise. And then after that, I washed my hair and did my nails, and we just hung out until it was time to pick up my sister from the airport. Thanks for watching.
In the beginning, everything looked picture perfect. She shared relaxing self-care moments, fresh flowers, little celebrations, and a positive outlook that made it seem like she was thriving. Those first few days painted the image of an exciting new chapter. But as her timeline continued, that early confidence slowly gave way to a much different reality, revealing that the journey ahead wasn't as effortless as it first appeared.
So I just dropped my daughter off at her dad's for the first time since I've technically moved out, and it was really emotional, not because I didn't want to leave her, I love having the break, but because when we got there she was like, I don't want to be here, Mommy, I want to go to our new house with you. She just turned 3 and I know that she's so confused. The hardest part is not being on my own. My biggest fear is just that she'll feel abandoned by me or wonder why I left her, why I moved out. And I have her more of the time, but she spends a good amount of nights there during the week because I work at night, and it's just so emotional because I leave her not with her dad, with a babysitter. I feel like that's a harder transition for her because she's really close with her dad. And I've cried off all my makeup now, which is fine. I have to go into work in a few minutes, but this is the part that I didn't let myself think about when I was deciding whether or not I wanted to leave, because I just knew that it would be too much, and it's as hard as I thought it would be to process. And I remember seeing so many clips like this on social media of moms having to leave their kids, and I remember just thinking they're so strong, that'd be the hardest thing I could never imagine. And you never think you're gonna be in that situation, and I am. And I love her. I obviously miss her. I also love having a break because I feel like I didn't get much of one for 3 years, but I don't want her to feel abandoned by me, and I never want her to feel like I don't want to be with her. I don't love her. This is the part I'm struggling with the most. I feel like everything else I have such a good handle on except this part.
In one of her videos, she openly admits that she understood her decision would have a significant impact on her young child. Even knowing the challenges ahead, she still chose to move forward. She also shares that she had previously watched other people describe similar experiences online, never imagining she would one day face the same situation herself. Yet later, she found herself recording videos about those very struggles. Her story raises an important question about decision-making. Even when people understand the possible consequences, they don't always expect those outcomes to become part of their own lives. Sometimes the reality of a choice only fully sinks in after it has already been ma.
Being a single mom for me, the hardest part is not the financial part. It's literally like the dysregulation that my child has the majority of the time. It got worse after her dad moved to California. And it's so hard because I have so many great tools as to how to like help a child regulate their nervous system, and like I've done a lot of that work on my own too. It's like no matter what I do, because she feels like so sad and abandoned, it's like never enough. And I know that like sometimes that's just a 3 and a 4 and a 5-year-old, like regardless, which I just feel like that's like not talked about enough as a mom. Like when your child's like always dysregulated and like feeling like a bad mom or just feeling so miserable. It's like really hard for me to admit that it's so hard. And I feel like even before I was a single mom, I had these days. But then it's like too, sometimes you see on social media, like I've seen so many comments from moms of like, I never needed a break from my kids or this or that. But it's so hard. And I have like a boyfriend, but I still consider myself a single mom because I'm usually with my daughter alone, because him and I work opposite schedules, and like I financially support myself. Like, yeah, he'll help with my daughter and he's really great, but like even if then you get remarried, it's like nobody talks about the fact that like they don't listen to that parent because it's not their biological parent that they grew up with. And I've heard like having a blended family and being like a step parent is really hard. And it's like hard for everybody because even the real parent is like, they can't intervene the same, it's so hard. I never anticipated, like when I got a divorce, that I would do this on my own by myself. And I just feel like so run down. And I don't have any family that lives by me, and none of my friends have kids. And sometimes it's just really, really lonely. But I know that I can't be like the only mom that feels this way, and I'm sure like some moms who are even married feel like this. But it's really hard. And so like we went to a play place today so I could get a break, but then it's like she screamed, wouldn't get in the car, screamed the whole way home. I came home, I'm like, do you want to play a game? Like doing anything and everything I can, but like nothing's good enough, and sometimes it's just like so triggering.
She works as a life coach, yet one difficult day reminded her that real life doesn't always follow a plan. Hoping to make things easier, she arranged a play date for her child, expecting it to be a positive experience. Instead, the day became overwhelming for both of them. Despite trying different activities to lift the mood, nothing seemed to help, and the emotional strain became impossible to hide. It was another reminder that even those who guide others through challenges can face difficult moments in their own lives.
So hard. You know, it was hard being a single mom before, but she wasn't always unwell. Now I feel like 80% of the time she's unhappy, and it's because she misses him and she tells me.
In a heartfelt moment, her daughter openly expresses that she misses the father who is no longer living with them. It's a reminder of how deeply major family changes can affect children. That conversation becomes an important turning point in the timeline. As the story continues, we then see what happens the next morning when she finds herself alone in the apartment, reflecting on everything that's changed.
A few mornings ago, I woke up without my daughter because I was about to work a double, and so she was staying at her dad's. And I woke up with so much emotion, a flood of emotions that I knew was going to eventually hit. I've been separated from my husband for about 3 months, but me and my daughter only moved out of our house and into an apartment 7 days ago. I'm naturally someone who doesn't cry easily. I like to put on a brave face and shove how I'm doing, even though I've been in counseling for years and I've been a life coach for the past 3 years, and I teach women how to access their emotion. In this season, I've really unintentionally ran away from my pain because I'm a single mom now and there's so much to be done, and I just haven't even really had the time to process how I'm doing. So I woke up and I turned on worship music and I let myself cry because grieving is really, really important, and crying is really, really a healthy way to grieve anything in your life. And one thing I want to point out when I'm crying and grieving is that I picture that I'm not alone and I picture someone with me. It's actually really, really healing, no matter who you are, to picture someone with you while you're crying, because most of us believe we're alone. As uncomfortable as this video makes me, and I can make all the jokes about how I think I'm an ugly crier, this is my process, and it's super messy and it's up and down, and sometimes I still feel in shock that this is my life. But I never want to rush past this season of mine, and I want to fully embrace it for what it is.
Later, we see one of her most emotional moments. Alone in her apartment, she reflects on everything that's happened and tries different techniques to comfort herself and process her emotions. For someone whose career focuses on helping others navigate personal challenges, this moment shows that even professionals can struggle when facing their own difficult experiences. It also raises an important question. Was the marriage truly beyond repair, or did the reality after the separation turn out differently than expected? Only those involved know the complete answer. What her timeline clearly shows is that major life decisions often bring consequences that aren't fully understood until they're experienced firsthand. Her journey becomes a reminder that even the most carefully planned choices can lead to unexpected emotional challenges.